Elsewhere in the continent, millions of people in Mozambique still face the risk of starvation in the aftermath of Cyclone Freddy. Now, it is almost 4 years after the deadly Cyclone Idai. Ferocious storm Freddy tumbled homes and displaced 1 million people, living most of them in such a dire situation. Now, the UN World Food Programme has since started initiating measures to support the victims and has requested about $27 million financial support for the next 6 months. Let's have more details of that in this report.
And in Kilimani, in Mozambique's Zambezia province, Cyclone Freddy destroyed homes, stripping thousands of belongings and food. Flooding also destroyed crops at the start of the harvest season.
I lost everything during Cyclone Idai. I wasn't able to save any crops then. Now with Cyclone Freddy, it is the same thing.
The disaster has placed 6 million people in the province, especially at risk of starvation and malnutrition.
46% of children under 5 are affected by chronic malnutrition. We have about 5–6% of children under 5 affected by acute malnutrition. And Fred affected food security. Food distribution was not enough in nutrition perspective to cover all needs, and severe acute malnutrition are increasing in the province.
The World Food Programme has put out a further call for $27 million in assistance over the next 6 months.
WFP's first intervention after the cyclone hit was to give assistance to the temporary shelters set up where we worked together with other NGO partners to assist, and we provided food kits for the following weeks. Once it was possible for people to return to their homes, the WFP also provided them with food supplies so that they could return home.
Community centers have also been set up by the United Nations to work with vulnerable children left traumatized or destitute after the cyclone.
This is a temporary tent put up by UNICEF in Isidua village in Kilimani. It's a safe space for displaced children and those who haven't been able to go back to school since the cyclone.
With this space, you can remind children that you can still be a children. You can still play, you can still study, you can still have friends regardless of the situation that you're living in.
A large number of families survive on just 1 meal a day in Mozambique. Persistent natural disasters, high burden of disease and ongoing conflict in the north are compounding the ability of families to put food on the table. Julie Shara, Kilimani, Zambezia province, Mozambique.